Nick has some commentary on that, right, Nick? Customer loyalty?
They have no idea.
All right, is that all the news? I think that's it, right?
I think so, yes.
All right, so let's go ahead and continue with the show, and we are going to jump into the next segment. It's our brand new segment that we debuted last week, so let's go ahead and talk about
the champion of the week.
All right, so the champion of the week this week. This is actually a really cool story. I wish I would have seen it last week. That way I could have brought some attention to it, even if it was just a little bit. But our champion of the week this week is going to be Dravvie. She's the coordinator of the running of the Gnomes and the running of the Trolls. So I'd never heard about this, and apparently there's more of an actual event in World of Warcraft now. I actually think it might be going on right now. We may have gone over it when we talked about what's going on in WoW this month. But basically what we have is there is an event that's been running. I didn't see how long it's been going, but there is an event called the Running of the Gnomes. And it does mention running of the Trolls, so maybe there's a horde version that people do, or that another group does on horde side. But what this is this was an event that actually ran yesterday on October 14th. It ran from at 4 p.m. Pacific, and what it is it's an event where basically everyone starts up a gnome character, and they run this little kind of path that they have kind of designated in the game. And basically what the whole point of this is it's to help benefit the Cleveland Clinic, which they're doing some research on a vaccine called the Tuohy Vaccine, which they're hoping someday could help vaccinate against breast cancer and hopefully maybe eliminate it completely someday. So what they do is they basically they went, and all these tons of gnome characters ran this little track, and then they put up a fundraising page to help raise funds for the Cleveland Clinic. And the starting goal this year was $4,000, and they ended up raising $16,300 almost. So this event, unfortunately, like I mentioned, it's already over. But they also actually, they had the how do you pronounce the name of the gnome city, Greg? Is it Nomergon? Is that how you pronounce that?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Nomergon.
Okay, because they had the Nomergon micro holiday that also ran, and they actually used the same race course that all these gnomes use. At first, I was kind of wondering, like, why did they use gnomes for this particular event? And Dravvie explained that they did it because gnomes were one of the few races that have pink hair, and of course, we know that pink is the color for breast cancer awareness. So, like I mentioned, unfortunately, this is already over, but I think it's fantastic. It just shows the power of the community, and they're doing wonderful things, and this has been going on for a few years now. So hopefully I'm going to try to keep on it and make sure next year we can bring some awareness to it before next year's run, because it's pretty awesome.
And really quick, I'm going to jump in also on this one. Unless they change it for next year, it looks like that the event is only held on one server, and the server is the Scarlet Crusade server.
Oh, for the actual Blizzard event?
No, the running of the gnomes. I'm looking at it right now.
Yeah, it's only held on Scarlet Crusade.
Yeah, it's only held on the Scarlet Crusade server. So you can you can do it if you want to on your own, but you won't actually be doing it with other participants unless you log in to the Scarlet Crusade. It's a U.S. server.
So yeah, it's already gone on. I've already seen a lot of pictures of it. Tons of gnomes. I was kind of getting, it's great, but I was getting kind of nightmares from it a little bit. But if you go on Twitter and just look up #GnomeRun2K17, you can see all kinds of pictures and videos, and it's just another fantastic, example of people in the Blizzard community doing great things, for great causes.
Yeah, if you're participating in this too, you can always go on Twitter, hashtag Gnome Run 2K17 is what they're using if you want to post anything. So that'd be the way to go and do that. I mean, obviously it already happened, but if you have any videos or pictures you want to share, that's the way to do it. And Kyle may have already mentioned this. Don't quite remember hearing him say it, but they've already way surpassed their goal, and they've almost made $17,000 on this one event.
Yeah, and they apparently last year, just some statistics, they had over almost 3,000 people run this, and they raised $5,000. So the fact that they almost tripled that. So it's just fantastic. So the more attention that can be brought to this, they can raise more money, and hopefully we'll have a way to get rid of breast cancer, hopefully in the next few years or so. So hats off to you, Dravvie. Thank you for doing that. That's just it's just fantastic what you've done and how you brought people together for this wonderful cause, and we salute you, and that is why you are the champion of the week. Anyone else have anything to say?
Awesome job.
Yeah, and actually, this I did not personally know about, but it is definitely something I will be looking into probably every year after this year. For those that are close to me and know about my family and stuff, a lot of people in my family have had to deal with breast cancer. So it's something kind of near and dear to me. So the fact I didn't know about this is a bummer, but now that I do, I will definitely be kind of promoting this as much as possible.
Yeah, and if you want to check out everything that Dravvie's been working on, you can go to, she has her Twitter account that's at Dravvie. I'll spell it out, Dravvie, and that pretty much covers it. I never really rolled an alliance character. I mean, I think I've done it one time, but I will definitely be rolling a character next week, or not next week, next year. That way I can participate in this, because it's definitely something that needs to be highlighted.